2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Traffic making its way across the Bay Bridge between San Francisco and Oakland, California. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Hello everyone, with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Hassan Whiteside.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. It doesn't matter if they're the two best teams in the league or the two worst. Chris, when these guys get together, they're rivals, we know. It's always fun.
And Kevin, when it's a conference rivalry, it's even better. They know each other so well, and that doesn't make them friends.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Nader in at the 3. And for the Warriors. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Looney. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Paul right side. He dishes it to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Porter in the corner. Curry on the wing. Defended by Crowder. Green in the post. He's against Crowder. Off target at the rim. Ball passes to Booker. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Outside Porter. Kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. Good on the triple.
Like to show up with selfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Booker with it. Looney on him. Booker in the post. He's covered by Thompson. Outside Crowder. Passes to Paul. Just 3 to shoot from deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
They just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
Looney kicks to Curry. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Listen, you can count on Paul to find the open man. His court awareness simply off the charts.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Second team foul.
Looney kicks to Curry. For the three, another three for Golden State. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
And here's Booker after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Elbow shot is on the way. Another one falls for Phoenix.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Outside Curry. Pass to Looney. That one a little long.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
No good from Booker. And Zoe Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Here's Green. Good work defensively by Crowder.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Ayton, the pass to Paul. Shoots over Curry. Here's Ayton. And he uses the glass on the lane. Ayton's got 6.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Outside Green. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Paul outside. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Curry against Paul. The shot by Curry, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And Looney sends it back.
And because of Looney's strong defensive instinct, he's able to make good reads as a shot maker.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. And you look at how teams defend Curry, Chris, you have to grab and be physical, they say, to slow him down.
Yeah, Kevin, Curry is so difficult to ref. He gets fouled off ball on almost every play. But teams know they can't let him have free movement or he'll hit him with a three.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
2 shots.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And the first one at the line is good. And late in the season, we see playoff teams, Greg, resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams doing the same thing?
Not as far as the league is concerned. If they're healthy, what's the goal? Throwing away games is not acceptable.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success.
Paul, the shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Thompson outside. Outside Curry. Connects again from distance.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA, now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Here's Paul, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And amazing to even consider using a boxing one in the NBA, isn't it, Greg? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree, and it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Well, look, I've always thought that the way Paul leads his team was impressive. Look, he's always talking, giving instruction. I guess he's a real player coach.
Now, here's Curry. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Thompson from long range. Nader grabs the board. The Suns have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. He kicks it to Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. It's stolen by Kuminga. Curry is inside. Defended by Paul. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Kuminga.
He's not easing his way into this game. He's coming out hot. 4 for 5 right out the gate.
Booker looking around. No good with the layup. Here's Ayton. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Ayton's got 10 points in the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Ayton is a player who, Greg, occasionally shoots a three, but it's still a developing part of his game.
Yeah, you know, not the best numbers from outside. Does it to keep teams honest, but it's a far-fetched to say he can stretch a defense.
Bielitsa, he checks in for the Warriors. And for the Suns, JaVale McGee comes in for Crowder, and it's Payne in for Paul. On defense, the Suns. Curry passes to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Nader kicks to Payne. There's the pass to Booker. Launches a three, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for Klay Thompson.
Andrew Wiggins.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Outside Curry. Shoots over Payne. Misses off the left iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Out to the wing. Booker fires from way outside. They get it back, and that one's good. Ayton's got 12.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Wiggins passes to Bielitsa. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Yeah, can't afford to leave someone open around Curry. He's great at keeping his head on a swivel.
And here's Payne. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Booker outside. Back to Payne. Shoots over Curry. Warriors with the rebound. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched. in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Toscano Anderson comes in for Porter. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Stephen Curry. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1.
Shooting while in rhythm. The work ethic Sark has and how he prepares to fire immediately is commendable.
Now here's Wiggins. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Payton attacking. And Payton throws it down hard.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Booker. He had 28 points in the win against Philadelphia.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night for Silver Tape.
Here's Payton. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's Wiggins. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
And Booker kicks to Saric. And it's Payne in the corner. Pass to Booker. Shoots over Kuminga. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Wiggins dishes to Payton. Right wing. Kuminga the pass to Payton.
2 minutes.
Pass to Toscano. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Saric outside. 1:35 left in the first quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Sark. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Warriors trail by 5. Now here's Wiggins. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Kuminga kicks to Payton. Phoenix grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Now here's Kuminga. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Payton passes to Kuminga. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Bielitsa. Payton with the ball, working on Payne, and the basket by Payton.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
Now here's Booker. He's got 7. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shoots. Misses the jumper. DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Back right after this. And to begin his career, Devin Booker labored through half a decade of losing in Phoenix. And he opened up about what it means now to be on the other side.
That's what I've been waiting on. Playing competitive basketball, night in and night out. Keeping my head down, staying locked in and seeing tunnel vision, trying to play the right way through it all. I want to keep winning basketball games, and we have the culture and the foundation around here to make it happen.
You really do. Great to see his patience rewarded.
And so often, young players on losing teams can go astray. Credit Booker for staying solid through the adversity.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Backcourt pair, Payne at the point, with Booker beside him. Johnson and Saric are the 3 and the 4. And it's Whiteside in at the 5, down low. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the three-point shot of Mikal Bridges seemed to abandon him early in his NBA career. Coach Monty Williams said he developed a hitch in his release. But Bridges got in the lab with the coaching staff, changing his shot midway through season 2. And the results speak for themselves. Guys?
He had a career year shooting, that's for sure. I admire his work ethic. D.A., thank you. Payne. And no good that time. Great D that time from Payton. Toscano passes to Green. Payton outside. Dishes it to Green. Here's Toscano. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Payton. Not going to go that time, and Phoenix will come the other way. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And the basket is good.
And that's just sheer will. I mean, even when you body Sark, I mean, he stays after it and tries to score.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Toscano passes to Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside. And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him. And I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
No good on that one.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Some changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Bielitsa. Klay Thompson comes in for Toscano Anderson. And Curry subbed in for Gary Payton. And for the Suns, Crowder, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Payne. And he sinks the second. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Saric against Green. And he comes up with the deuce. Green's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, this is Green at his best. He's no stranger to contact. In fact, he welcomes.
To the paint. 13 feet away. Right side, no good.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Pass to Wiggins. Out to Thompson. Over Booker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Thompson's got his first 2 points of the night.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Paul looking around. Hits it from 3-point range. Paul's got 6 points.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
The pass to Green. That's tipped.
And what timing on the rejection. Sorry, not just accomplished on offense, but a remarkable defender as well.
Basket counts. Green's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Ball against Curry. Outside Crowder. Pass to Booker. Stolen by Thompson. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Here's Thompson. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Thompson passes to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. They kick it out to Green. Clock at 4. Off target with his 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the Warriors making a change here. Porter's checked in. Abdul Nader, he's checked in for Phoenix. Thompson outside. Green finds Curry. No one near him. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I always enjoy watching the chef go to work. I mean, he's a pure scorer. He fills it up from everywhere.
To the inside. Whiteside, the pass to Nader. Paul outside. And here's Booker. From deep. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for turnovers.
Kuminga's come in for Golden State. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Suns trailing. Booker with it. He's got 7. Paul for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Swiped it away. Here's Kuminga. Phoenix grabs the miss. Paul outside. Over Porter. And they'll get another chance. Paul outside. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but this off night has definitely been one factor here.
Back to Curry. Shoots the 3. And again for 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most threes in a season. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And as you get older, your role changes a little bit. Now, Klay Thompson being asked to take on more of a leadership role. And I tell you, boy, he has earned it.
You know, Greg, he's one of the longest tenured players with the same team. Funny guy, but he knows the game. Shared a locker with Wiseman when Wiseman was a rookie.
the Suns.
Your Warriors dance team, make some noise!
Here's Paul. He's got 6. Here's Nader for 3. Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Kuminga. McGee with the block. Paul against Curry. All up top. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team
Never been afraid to put himself in harm's way. CP3 knows how to get to the line.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. That free throw missing, and Phoenix making a change here. Payne's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Warriors leading by 4. Now Curry. He's got 18. Porter outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Curry. Oh, Ayton in position.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Thompson outside. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Bielitsa, who's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Kuminga. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. On its way from Curry for 2, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
Suns trail by 7. And here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Paul. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
That's the guy you want running the pick and roll. Paul's decision-making is great in those sets.
Now here's Curry. Payne covering. Curry kicks to Porter. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to Paul. Launches it. Cans it from downtown. Paul's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Thompson outside. Now here's Porter. 6 points for him. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensive foul.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
3rd team
Porter
foul.
Jr. I mean, he's a solid player when
At
he's
the
on the
line
floor.
for the Dubs.
The problem is staying on the
Porter.
floor. He's troubled by
At the
injuries.
line for
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. One Toscano Anderson's checked in for Kuminga. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Stephen Curry. And a change for the Suns. Johnson, he's checked in for 8. As you said, Chris, with Porter, he helps this team when he's available.
Well, it's not going to get any easier as he gets older. He helps this team with his shooting as well as his length. Just hope he can crack 60 games at the end of the season.
Warriors leading by 8. It's Bjelica. That one drops for him. Bjelica's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And how about the fundamentals right there? I mean, Bjelica is so skilled at keeping his balance in the face of adversity.
Payne passes to McGee. Ball outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 15 points.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Pass to Toscano. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's off from three-point range. Suns trail by 8. Paul outside. Nader the pass to Johnson. Good on the shot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Cameron Johnson, shooting 1.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Nice shot by Thompson.
Perfect shooting form. Something Thompson's known for. He's hitting the open shot. He operates at another level.
Payne passes to Paul. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 18.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now, here's Bjelica. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
The second, shooting 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Paul with the ball. Fires from deep. Here's Saric. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Curry has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Klay as guards with Draymond at 4. Looney out there with Porter. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Thompson against Booker. Inside. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Lobs it up for Crowder. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
He's one of the greatest passers in the history of the league. I mean, Paul is top 10 on the all-time assist list.
Outside Curry. He kicks it to Thompson. The pass to Porter. Nader grabs the board. Nader's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Warriors with the rebound. Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's Looney. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Looney's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Paul outside. Booker with no one around buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 10 points.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Outside Curry. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And that's now 24 points for Stephen Curry. Booker outside. To the left wing. Here's Ayton. Trains it from 9 feet away. 16 points for him.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Porter passes to Green. Crowder with the steal. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Phoenix basketball.
Suns trail by 7. Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 on the clock. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Looney. He's covered by Ayton. Pass to Nader. Here's Ayton. He's got 16. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Passes it to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Ayton against Thompson, and it's in there. Ayton's got 18 points in the game.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Ring shot on the way. And another basket for Golden State.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
Now Paul. He's got 18. The pass to Booker. Lots of room. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
His three-point game has been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him.
The drive by Paul gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Always a threat to turn on the Jets. Paul, quick switch of gears, gets to the rack.
Back to Curry. That one, no good. Paul with the defensive effort. Booker outside. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Oh, Steph turns it up despite his slight frame. Steph takes it up strong inside. He gets some free throws.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist, and they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game.
And he makes the first.
I expect to see Bigfoot outside the building if Curry misses 1 or 2 free throws in the game. That's how good he is at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Whiteside's checked in for Phoenix. Payne comes in for Chris Paul. Stephen Curry hits them both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
And the Suns call time here. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They got to start guarding him out to about 28 feet because he's killing from long range.
Booker with it. Now Green defending. No good from Booker.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Up top corner. He's covered by Ayton. The 3. They get it back.
And the timing on the boards. Green has a knack for getting perfect position.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. A 12-point game. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Booker from past the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had 1 before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Whiteside. Green, no luck.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And from day one, there was no doubt about Hassan Whiteside's ability to impact the game with his defense.
Yeah, he's one of a handful of guys who can rack up a triple-double using rejections as one of his stats. I mean, he makes guys think twice about driving the lane when he's on the court.
Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's just a foul out of frustration. I mean, Curry, as always, frustrating the defense, dictating the pace.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls, and the Warriors with some changes. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Green. Toscano Anderson comes in for Porter, and Wiggins is subbed in for Thompson. And for the Suns, Sharch comes in for Ayton, and Johnson subbed in for Jay Crowder. And both free throws good for Curry.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Payne dishes to Johnson. Six to shoot for 3. Booker. Here's Sharch. And he makes good on the layup. Sharch has got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Curry. Passes it to Wiggins. Here's Toscano. Kicks it to Curry. From downtown. The rebound by Johnson. Suns trail by 5. Pass to Payne. Now Whiteside. Johnson, a wide open look, hits the 3-point bomb. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
His coaches appreciate Whiteside thinking pass first. I mean, they like to see the ball moving through him, not stop.
Now here's Curry, tight defense on him, and the pass to Wiggins. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Gary Payton is checked in for Stephen Curry. And a change for the Suns. McGee's checked in. Bielitsa passes to Wiggins. Shot clock at 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Booker against Wiggins. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Payne looking around. For the tie. And that one hits back iron. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
Team's 4th.
Payton outside. Over to the left wing. Bielitsa passes to Payton. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Payton's got 11. Suns trail by 4. And here's Payne. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Banked in off the glass. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Kuminga. To the middle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easy it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
That's the second personal foul. The 15 foul penalty. At the line for the Warriors, Juan Toscano Anderson. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Suns trail by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Payne. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Johnson with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. Here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass. McGee's got his first basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Back to Payton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Wiggins with it. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. And he drives in, lays it up, and banks it in. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, that's an aggressive move by Wiggins. Physical with the finish, and you know the coach loves to see that.
Saric outside. Pass to Johnson with the shot. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bielitsa's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Teardrop shot, and it's laid in by Payton. Payton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Payne finds Johnson. And here's Booker. And he hits the jump shot. Booker's got 18 points.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Here's Wiggins. He's got 6. Beyond the arc. No good there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. JaVale McGee is out there with Saric, and it's Nader in at the small forward. Kuminga dishes to Wiggins. Shoots from 12. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
State basketball.
Looney kicks to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on JaVale McGee.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
At the line for the Dubs, Gary Payton, the second, taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Porter's checked in. And both free throws good for Payton. Here's Paul. Now Booker. There's the dish to Paul. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Paul's got 22.
And this is what makes Paul an elite player. I mean, he can take over a game with his passing and scoring.
Looney passes to Porter. Some nice passing by Golden State. Stolen by McGee. Payton against Paul. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Booker outside. Offline with his 3. Warriors leading by 6. Payton outside. High arcing shot. That shot is off. And Phoenix the other way now.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Draymond Green, who's checked in for Golden State. Thompson comes in for Payton. And for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Jay Crowder's subbed in for Saric. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Down low, here's Nader. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nader's got his first points of the night.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Pass to Thompson. Wiggins with it. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Green. Over Paul. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Suns trail by 6. Paul outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Strong form. Paul, he's a dead-eye shooter from beyond the arc.
Outside Porter. To the inside. Here's Looney. Can't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Crowder from outside. And the 3-ball is good. Crowder's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
And with his feet set, Crowder can definitely hurt you from long range.
Wiggins passes to Green. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Paul outside. Now the pass to Booker. Inside. Here's Crowder. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Suns lead by 2. Outside Porter. Pass to Thompson. Higgins outside. On the wing, Thompson. Count the basket.
One of the top pure shooters in the game. Clay can score from anywhere.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Passes it to Ayton. To the paint. Booker finds Ayton. Here's Crowder. Misses in close. The Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Thompson dishes to Wiggins. Knocked loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
He didn't turn it over once in the first half. All of a sudden, he's giving one gift after another gift after another.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. And here's Booker. Ball outside. Booker left side. Pass to Nader. He dishes it to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Porter. Back to Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists in the game.
He takes the hit, keeps on finishing. That's the power of Draymond Green.
Timeout called. The Suns. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
Who's coming out onto the court. Get up on your feet and welcome your Warriors. It's team.
He's checked in for Devin Booker. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thanks, David. Curry kicks to Green. Oh, good on the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
To the wing on the left. Here's Paul, and Thompson sends it back.
Oh, he hasn't been much of a shot blocker in his career, but Clay denies that one.
Payne with it. Looney on him. Shot clock at 5. Paul with the 3.
Look, Curry is an underappreciated defender. Terrific at using his speed and reach to bother shooters.
Green kicks to Curry. Back to Green. Over Paul. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. And there's the pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. Dishes it to Crowder. They could use a bucket. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Curry against Paul. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Here's Payne. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Here's Curry. Phoenix grabs the miss. Now here's Ayton. Ball outside. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Warriors are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Green. They get a hand on it. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got 10 points here in the second half.
Hard to shake Green's concentration. I mean, he's a reliable scorer inside, even with the man on him.
Here's Payne. And that one is off. And Golden State will go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 14 points for Klay Thompson. Payne with it. Going inside. Here's Ayton. And he banks in the layup. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Timeout called the Warriors. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's giving him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
Booker, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. All against Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. And that one's good by Porter. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Well, it's not an easy finish for Porter. I mean, that'll get him pumped up. Always nice to score against that kind of physical team.
And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Devin Booker. What's the status, David?
Hey, guys, Phoenix's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He said he turned his ankle, and it is definitely starting to swell up. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
Yeah, but fortunately we know he's in good hands, and we hope to see him back on the court soon.
Inside. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, Porter lets it fly. That one wide left.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time, if it's not.
Here's Paul Again, Phoenix.
And that's a bucket Paul knows they need. He wants to be the one to get it for them.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Looney with the bucket.
Great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Suns trail by 4. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Suns. And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 4. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
Look who's coming out onto the court. Get up on your feet and welcome your Warriors. Hits team.
.27 left to play here in the fourth. Booker the pass to Paul. Now here's Booker. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Here's McGee. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's a big man who stays active and alert. McGee can cause problems on the glass.
At the line for the Suns, JaVale McGee. One shot.
That's good from McGee.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Curry against Paul. Here's the 3. Rebounded by McGee. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. A shot by Paul, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Outside, Green. Outside, Curry. Thompson for 3. It's good from long range. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
And in the moment of truth, Thompson putting the team on his back, trying to carry them across the finish line.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul with the 3. Booker with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Kept alive. McGee. Yes!
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul.
Jay Crowder. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Warriors, Klay Thompson at the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What you love about Thompson, I mean, the competitive nature. He loves to play the game.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Nader. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. You know, when we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.